Hi, how are you all? We are back. So today we'll be discussing on the remaining miscellaneous problems and fraction, which we have started in our last session, and we'll try to complete most part of it, if not all. And if something is left out, probably in subsequent session or tutorial, same will be addressed. So let us quickly recap the different type of problems we'll learn or we have already learned like we'll learn on how to write fractions on words and how to change words into fraction. We'll also try to identify what exactly numerator and denominator is, and then we'll find out a particular denominator or numerator of a given fraction. Then we'll also find out a fraction of a whole, and if there is a quantity that has been given as a whole, and if we are being asked to find out a fraction quantity of the whole quantity, how to do that. Also there are certain very wonderful word problem that we'll discuss in detail, how to change fractions into division. Then we'll also learn how to reduce a fraction into lowest term, what exactly lowest term is. Excuse me. How to compare different type of fractions, um, which one is bigger, which one is smaller, whether they are equal to each other, between like fractions, unlike fractions, proper fractions, improper fractions, mixed fractions. We'll also learn uh, to solve fraction problem in descending order, in ascending order. We'll also learn how to solve subtraction, conversion of different fraction, mixed to improper, improper to mixed. Then subtraction between mixed fraction, addition, simplification, comparison between mixed fraction and improper fractions. So all these things we'll learn. It will be a wonderful learning session. So let us start.
Okay, here we have got some beautiful question. Let us read out the question. The age of a boy is one fifth of that of his father. So the age of the boy is one fifth of the age of his father. So age of his father we have to consider as whole. So what is the age of the boy? One fifth of whole. So one fifth of the age of his father. Now what is there in the second line? If his father is 50 years old, what is the age of the boy? So his father's age is 50 years. So let us solve this problem. So we have to find out one fifth of the whole, which is age of his father, which is 50 years, as it is mentioned in this question. And then we'll get the age of the boy. So the answer will be age of the boy equal to one fifth of father's age equal to one fifth of 50 years. And how do we solve this type of problem? We divide the whole and the denominator by a common factor. Here 5 and 50 both are divisible by a common factor, which is 5. So if I divide 5 by 5, 5 by 5, we get answer as 1. If I divide 50 by 5, we get answer as 10. So 1 by 1 into 10 years. So if I divide any number by 1, we get the same number. So here 1 by 1 is 1 divisible by 1. Here your divisor and dividend both are same. Dividend is 1 and divisor is 1. So 1 into 10 equal to 10 years. So the age of the boy is one fifth of his father's age, which is 10 years. But you have to, at the time of actually drafting answer, you have to write properly. you have to write. This is only for understanding. Again, I am reiterating, it is only for understanding, but actual answer will be, you have to write age of the boy, 1/5 of the age of his father, 1/5 of 50 years, and then 10 years, and then we have to write answer, and we have to mention, therefore age of the boy is 10 years. Okay, very interesting problem. Now what it is mentioned, a pole is 35-meter long. You cut 1/5 of it. What is the length of remaining portion? So here there is a pole. So we have to cut 1/5 of it. So let us divide into 5 equal 1/5. So fifth is your dividend. Sorry, fifth is your denominator. So 1 portion out of 5 equal portion. Let us divide the pole into 5 equal portion. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so out of that we cut this portion, so that will represent as 1/5. So 1/5, and the pole is 35-meter long. The length of the pole is 35. So remaining portion 1 2 3 4, so which is 4/5. We have to find out the length of this portion. Let us see. So the length equal to 35 meter, and we cut 1/5, 1/5 of 35 meter. So 35 and 5, do we have a common factor here? Yes, we do. It is 5. So if we divide 5/5, we get 1. If we divide 35 by 5, we get 7. No, you always divide 35 by 5, we get 7. So equal to 1 into 7. Off is multiplication. We can represent off as a I have to multiply with 1 and 7. 1 into 7. Off is your into factor. So this is meter. So 7 meter. So we have cut 1/5 of the pole. So we have cut equal to 7 meter. So now the requirement of the question is to find out the length of remaining portion, which is your 4/5. So length of remaining portion is, we have cut 1/5, which is 7 meter. The total length is 35 meter. So what we are left with, this small part. So this is 7 meter, and we have total length is 35 meter. So how do we get the remaining portion? We get it by subtracting the cutout of part from the whole length of the pole. So we have to subtract 7 from 35. So 35 minus 7 meter. So if you do a subtraction, please do it in your home in your rough copy and try it out. It will be 28 meter. So yes, the length of the remaining portion is 28 meter. You have to properly write while drafting the answer. The answer is length of remaining portion is 28 meter. Wonderful. Here we have came across another question where it is mentioned that the population of a town is 20,000. 1/5 of the population are service holder. How many service holders are there in town? So it is pretty clear and simple that 1/5 of the entire population are service holder. So the entire population is 20,000. So 1/5 of 20,000 are service holder. So the answer will be, the number of service holder in the town, available in the town, equal to 1/5. That means 1 by 5 of 20,000. Now, do we have a common factor between 20,000 and 5? Yes, we do have. Both of them are divisible by 5. So, if I divide 5 by 5, we get 1 as an quotient. If I divide 20,000 by 5, we get 4,000 as an quotient. Please try it out in your rough copy. You will get the same answer. Once you divide 20,000 by 5, you will get 4,000. Now 1 of 4,000. You know, when of is mentioned, we have to multiply these two numbers. So 1 by 1 into 4,000. Now 1 by 1 is equal to 1. Any number which is being divided by 1 will get the same number. So 1 into 4,000, which is equal to 4,000. So the population of the town, which is service holder, which is 1/5 of the whole, which is 1/5 of 20,000, is 4,000. So your answer will be 4,000 service holders are there in town. So the answer is 4,000 service holders are there in town. Please write it clearly so that it is very much visible and everybody can see the approach through which the problem is being solved. Write each of the following as division. So here it is mentioned 1. If you can see 1 by 5, we always tell 1 by 5. So 1 is being divided by 5, 1 by 1. So here the numerator, 8 is the numerator and 9 is the denominator. And also we can tell that 8 as dividend and 9 as divisor. So it can be represented as 8 by 9. So the following as division, write each of the following as division. That is how we can write 8 by 9. So 8 is your dividend and 9 is your divisor. We even at the time of representing this fraction, we also call it 8 by 9. So 8 divided by 9. So it's pretty simple, isn't it? So the numerator is being divided by the denominator. So here 8 is your numerator, here 8 is your dividend, and here 9 is your denominator, here 9 is your divisor. The same way 80 by 25. So it is an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator, but the way it will be represented as division will be 80 by 25. So 80 will be your numerator slash dividend, 25 will be your denominator slash divisor. So 80 equal to numerator slash, here in this example, dividend, and 25 is equal to denominator slash divisor. Aren't these maths are very interesting?